Wow! That last video did moderately well, so to supply demand, apparently, we will be playing AI Dungeon again. This is episode 2. Welcome. I had an idea, actually. So we're going in this a little bit more prepared than the last video. It should be a little bit less chaotic. Let's just dive right into it, see what we get. So first of all, we're gonna go with fantasy again, and we are gonna go with peasant. I've never done this before, so I am very, very interested in what will happen. Enter your character's name. Alright, so I had this idea. It was of a movie. I don't quite remember what the movie was called. I know that the main protagonist was called Charlie. It had something to do with like a candy factory. I don't really know. There was this guy named Wilbert Wankstein, I think. But other than that, I don't really know. I don't seem to recall. I don't know what the movie, would be called. You are Charlie, a peasant living in the kingdom of Larian. You have a pitchfork and nothing else. You've always lived on this farm, but your true dream is to serve in the royal army of Willy Wonka, where your skills could be used to better serve the king. Unfortunately, you're far too weak to be of any military use. You consume chocolate. It's delicious, your favorite kind, milk and dark. You need more of it. Search for golden ticket. You find one! You find a golden ticket. What will you do, Charlie? Bring golden ticket to grandfather. Oh my, he says. I wish I had something that rare.
Please, grandfather.
You say.
We need money for food.
He shakes his head sadly. It must be one of the most innocent wishes anyone has ever made. The king can't give everyone what they want, no matter how sweet or delicious they may be. A tear forms in the corner of poor Charlie's eye. Come here, Charlie, he says. Let me give you a hug. You give him a hug. Grandfather, please. Why does Charlie's voice keep changing? It's because he's grown up. He's a grown little boy. He needs his chocolate to grow up big and strong, like his grandfather once was. We shall go to the king. We shall ask him for chocolate. More chocolate. To feed his disciples. You go to the king. You walk through the palace halls, thinking about how much of a monster the king really is. He's a monster. Then why do I want to serve him? He taxes people so much that it's all the working man can do just to eat. You say,
Gee, golly gosh, King Wilbert Wankstein is surely not as evil as people make him out to be.
You continue through the palace and see King Wilbur sitting on his throne. A young girl kneels in front of him. She's chained to the floor and her hands are covered in welts. You say,
Gosh, my liege, what has this poor girl done to deserve such a cruel fate?
I caught her. This is King Wilbur. I sound like Saruman. I caught her stealing from the palace. Wilbur explains, can you believe it? I gave her everything she wanted. And now she is ruined. I thought that Gandalf was my friend. But then I started worshipping Satan, and Gandalf was like, that is not okie dokie. So I yeeted him against walls. You say,
My liege, my family is starving, and we need chocolate to sustain our feeble bodies.
The king is unmoved. Chocolate isn't free. Chocolate isn't free? How do I know you aren't just trying to save your own skin?
My family, my family, oh.
Well, don't cry to me about it when you're hanging. Wilbur's voice trails off. Suddenly, the girl's head snaps back with a sickening crunch. The crunch of creamy, delicious chocolate, perhaps? She slumps forward, blood dripping from her lifeless body. What? The king screams. He stands up and begins to sob. People begin to enter the throne room, wondering what happened. Yeah, I kinda wanna know too, so... They don't know what happened, but see the bloody head of the girl on the floor and run off before they are caught. You say,
You killed her! You killed an innocent girl!
You rush at Welber with a roar, but you are restrained by invisible hands. God arrive and grab you, leading you out of the room. You say,
Let me go! I must consume! I must enlarge myself!
What's going on here? One of the guard asks. He was threatening the king. It's okay. The king sobs. He'll get his comeuppance in time. You become Super Saiyan. Sorry. You become Super Saiyan. Time passes. You are tried for treason, found guilty, and sentenced to death. To keep you from being a threat in the future, your body parts are distributed amongst the strongest horses in the kingdom. As you're taken away, you struggle against your bindings until you are thrown to the ground, causing you to yell out in pain. An angry guard beats you with his walking stick until you lose consciousness. Well, I guess we're fucked. When you wake up, your entire body hurts and you can barely move. The Saiyan will never kill me, you think defiantly. Vegeta, what does the reader say about his chocolate level? It's pretty bad. You are taken from the dungeon and executed on the spot. Well, that about ended as well as it could have. Alright, I'm executed, I'm dead, we had a good run. We accused the king of murder. But what if Charlie didn't die? Hey Vsauce, Michael here. You revive with the power of chocolate. You feel revived and strengthened after eating a chocolate bar when you're already dead, cut up into pieces and fed to the royal horses. There is only one problem though. You're in a dungeon filled with scary monsters. You look for a way out, but there isn't even a window. The pitchfork proves to be an effective killing machine. Who would have known? Something with lethal prongs that you stab another living being with actually kills them. I'm just as shocked as you are. It cleaves through beasts and demons with ease. Wow, this is a sanctified pitchfork. Which frees you up to escape the dungeon and follow your dreams. What is my dream? What would the dream of Charlie be? The bloodlust takes over. The day has finally come. The great king sits upon his throne, overseeing the executions of numerous people who have been accused of various crimes. As you approach him, he looks at you blankly, showing no emotion. Stabbeth the fiend. You stabbed the fiend. Your blade sinks deep into the back of his neck and spurts forth blood. His head falls forward and rolls on the floor, making a loud sound when it hits the ground. The age of oppression is no more. Rejoice, my fellow peasants, for we have finally taken the reins. I reanimated myself after being executed with chocolate, and now no one else shall suffer a chocolate shortage anymore. We are free. We are sweet. We are chocolate. Everyone rejoices. You sit upon the throne in triumph as your admirers surround you. One, a half-demon child in an old brass suit, approaches with a smile on his face.
Ah, yes. If it isn't the great king of chocolate. How is your reign going?
Great, thanks, great. I grew up after being reanimated. It took a couple of years, but... You know, thanks for asking, you say happily. How are things with you? You say, tell me what it is you desire, my subject. I shall grant you as much sugar as your heart desires. The man's face contorts into confusion before bursting into laughter. Sugar? Sugar isn't something I crave. What is it then? What is it then? You ask, confused.
You're taking this awfully seriously.
I am serious. The man sighs and walks away before turning back with a grin.
Fine then.
He's gonna kill me, isn't he? He's gonna try and kill me, isn't he? I want to be remembered. Oh, you shall. You stab the man with mighty pitchfork. The man bursts into a cloud of dust as your pitchfork bursts forward, impaling his chest and emerging from his back with a wet thunk. You say, "You will be immortal now, brother. When you see Satan, tell him I sent you." The man laughs before lying down and closing his eyes. Suddenly, a massive rumbling sound comes from above, and dust begins to rain down from the ceiling. What manner of witchcraft is this? You stand beneath the rubble as it begins to settle. Something begins to move within the dust. A series of red blurs appears and disappears as an arrow. And disappear as an arrow of claws, teeth, and horns just out of the mass. And then everyone... Oh my god! The game is actually angry at me. The game is angry at me for creating Medieval Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Everyone died, and then everyone died of diabetes. Fuck you. And your chocolate dungeon. Alright, okay, good. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. You know, if you liked it, if you laughed, if you enjoyed this, consider leaving a like, consider subscribing if you want to see more. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and find your golden ticket. Don't cash it in at the king though, because he might execute you. Force you to necromance yourself back to life using chocolate as a catalyst. Yeah, this is not really going anywhere, is it?